Let's explore how your bones and muscles help you every day. Wave your hand. Which part is moving? What helps it bend? Stand on your toes. Which parts of your body feel tight or stretched? Touch your back carefully. Can you feel the bumpy line of bones along your spine? Make a strong fist. What do you feel inside your arm? Bones and muscles work together to provide structure, support, and movement to our bodies. Without bones, our bodies would have no shape, and without muscles, we would not be able to move. In this chapter, we will explore the skeletal system and muscular system, learn about different types of bones and muscles, and understand how they work in harmony to keep us active and healthy. The skeletal system is made up of bones, which provide the framework for our bodies. This framework or skeleton gives us our shape, protects our internal organs, and allows us to stand, sit, and move. The human skeleton has 206 bones in total. The skeleton supports the body's weight and gives it shape. The skeleton protects vital organs, such as the brain, heart, and lungs. For example, the skull protects the brain, and the rib cage protects the heart and lungs. Bones form a framework for the body, serving as attachment points for muscles. When muscles contract, they pull on the bones, allowing us to perform various movements, such as walking, running, and lifting. Additionally, joints between bones provide the flexibility and range of motion needed for complex actions like bending, twisting, and rotating. The coordination between bones, muscles, and joints ensures smooth and efficient body movements, essential for daily activities and sports. Bones house a specialized tissue called bone marrow, located in the hollow centers of certain bones. This bone marrow is responsible for producing red blood cells, which carry oxygen throughout the body, and white blood cells, which are crucial for fighting infections and maintaining a healthy immune system. Platelets, which help in blood clotting to prevent excessive bleeding, are also produced in the bone marrow. The continuous production of these cells ensures that the body has a steady supply to meet its physiological needs and respond to injuries or infections. Bone health is, therefore, directly linked to the overall functioning of the circulatory and immune systems. Bones act as reservoirs for essential minerals, particularly calcium and phosphorus, which contribute to bone strength and density. These minerals can be released into the bloodstream when the body needs them for critical functions, such as muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and blood clotting. The skull is made up of the bones in our head and serves an important purpose, protecting the brain, which is located inside. It consists of 22 bones that are joined together. The upper part of the skull is formed by 8 bones, while the face is made up of 14 bones. The upper jaw is fixed, but the lower jaw can move, allowing us to talk and eat. The skull has openings for the nose, eyes, ears, and mouth. If you touch your nose, you'll feel a long structure. This isn't bone, but cartilage, a flexible, strong tissue that helps give shape to our nose. The spine, also known as the backbone or vertebral column, is a long, flexible column of bones that runs from the neck to the lower back. Each individual bone in the spine is called a vertebra. While we are born with 33 vertebrae, as we grow, some of these bones fuse together, leaving us with 26 vertebrae between each. Vertebra is a cushion of cartilage, which prevents the bones from rubbing against each other. The vertebrae allow us to bend and twist our spine. Each vertebra has a hole in the center, and the spinal cord passes through these holes, making the vertebral column essential for protecting the spinal cord. Ribs are thin, flat, bow-shaped bones that enclose the heart and lungs. They form a cage around the heart and lungs to protect them. We have 12 pairs of ribs, which are symmetrically paired on the right side and left side, forming a cage. They join the backbone at the back and the sternum, chest bone, in the front. 2 pairs of the lower ribs are not attached to the chest bone. They are only attached to the backbone and are called floating ribs. In the human body, there are 2 pairs of limbs, forelimbs, arms, hind limbs, legs. The bones of the shoulder are connected to the upper body. Ties at the axial skeleton via the shoulder girdle or pectoral girdle, which provides stability and support for arm movement. The forelimb is divided into 3 sections: the upper arm, the forearm, and the hand. The upper arm, extending from the shoulder to the elbow, contains a single long bone called the humerus. This bone is robust and provides the necessary strength for lifting, pulling, and supporting various movements involving the arm. The forearm consists of two long bones, the radius and the ulna, which run parallel from the elbow to the wrist. These bones work together to enable a wide range of motions, including rotation of the wrist and bending of the arm. The wrist and hand together have a total of 27 small bones. These bones are intricately structured to allow precise movements like gripping, holding, and manipulating objects, as well as larger movements required for balance and coordination in daily tasks. The hind limbs or legs are long bones, which are attached to the backbone, which form the pelvic girdle. Bones of the lower limbs are attached to the hip bone. Upper half of the legs has a long bone called femur or thigh bone. It is the longest bone in our body. The lower leg has two bones, namely tibia and fibula. At the end, we have the ankle and foot, which are made of 26 small bones. An immovable joint is a place where two bones are joined together, where little or no movement happens. Its function is to protect the delicate organs inside it. For example, the joints between the bones of the skull, joints between the teeth, joints in the pelvis are all immovable joints. The joints that we are able to move freely in our body are called movable joints. These types of joints are found in the arms, legs, hip, and shoulders. We are able to move these joints freely due to the presence of cartilage. Found in the arms and legs, exemplary femur, they provide strength and mobility. Found in the wrists and ankles, they provide support and stability. Found in the skull, ribs, and pelvis, they protect internal organs. Found in the spine and face, they have unique shapes for specific functions. Joints are where two or more bones meet, and they allow different types of movement. Found in elbows and knees, allow bending and straightening. This joint allows for a wide range of movement in multiple directions, including rotation. It consists of a ball-like end of one bone fitting into the cup-like socket of another. Examples include the shoulder and hip joints, which enable swinging, and rotational movements. These joints provide the greatest range of motion in the body, making them vital for activities like throwing or dancing. Pivot joints allow rotational movement around a single axis. An example is the joint between the first and second cervical vertebrae, neck, which lets us turn our head from side to side. This joint structure is crucial for movements requiring precision. It offers stability while allowing flexibility for rotation. Hinge joints allow movement in one direction, similar to the opening and closing of a door. They are found in places like the elbow, knee, and fingers, enabling bending and straightening motions. These joints are strong and stable, making them ideal for supporting weight and controlled movements. For example, the knee helps us walk, run, and jump efficiently. Hinge joints work like doors, letting our arms and legs bend and straighten smoothly. Gliding joints enable bones to slide past each other in different directions. They are found in areas like the wrists, ankles, and between vertebrae, providing flexibility and smooth movements. These joints are essential for fine motor skills, such as typing or playing the piano. Their sliding action contributes to fluidity and reduces friction during movement. Muscles are soft tissues that contract and relax to create movement. There are more than 600 muscles in the human body. Muscles are attached to bones by tough tissues called tendons. These muscles are attached to bones and help involuntary movement, such as walking or lifting objects. These muscles are found in organs like the stomach and intestines and help move food through the digestive system. They work involuntarily. This muscle is found only in the heart and pumps blood throughout the body. It works automatically, without conscious control. Muscles work in pairs. When one muscle contracts, shortens, the other relaxes, lengthens. This coordinated action allows us to move different parts of our body. For example, when you bend your arm, your biceps contract and your triceps relax. To keep your bones and muscles strong and healthy, exercise regularly. Activities like running, swimming, and stretching help strengthen muscles and keep bones healthy. Eat calcium-rich foods. Foods like milk, cheese, and leafy greens help keep bones strong. Maintain good posture. Sitting and standing with proper alignment reduces strain on your bones and muscles. Stay safe. Wearing protective gear during sports or activities prevents injuries to your bones and muscles. Common problems with bones and muscles. 1. Fractures. A break or crack in a bone caused by injury. 2. Sprains. An injury to the ligaments, tissues that connect bones, caused by overstretching or twisting. 3. Muscle cramps. Sudden, painful tightening of muscles due to overuse or dehydration. 4. Arthritis. Inflammation of the joints, leading to pain and stiffness, common in older people. Activity. Joint action game. Objective. To learn about different types of joints and their movement. Material. None. 1. Organize students into pairs and assign them a type of joint. Hinge, ball and socket, etc. 2. Have them act out the movements of their assigned joint, while the rest of the class guesses which joint they are imitating. 1. Skeleton. The framework of bones in the body that gives it shape and support. 2. Bone marrow. A soft tissue inside bones that produces blood cells. 3. Joint. A point where two or more bones meet, allowing movement. 4. Tendon. A tough tissue that connects muscles to bones. 5. Ligament. A tissue that connects bones to other bones at joints. 6. Hinge joint. A joint that allows movement in one direction, like a door hinge. 7. Ball and socket joint. A joint that allows circular movement. 8. Skeletal muscle. A muscle attached to bones that controls voluntary movement. 9. Smooth muscle. Muscle found in internal organs, controlling involuntary actions. 10. Cardiac muscle. The muscle that makes up the heart and controls its pumping action. Draw a diagram of the ball and socket and write the names of its parts. 1. How many bones are there in an adult human body? 2. What is the function of tendons? 3. Which muscle is found only in the heart? 4. Name the joint found in the shoulder. 5. What tissue produces blood cells in bones? 1. What is the function of the skeletal system? 2. How do muscles and bones work together to move the body? 3. What is the role of joints in the body? 4. Describe the difference between skeletal muscles and smooth muscles. 5. Why is calcium important for bone health? 1. Muscles are responsible for voluntary movements. 2. That protects the brain from injury. 3. Bones are connected to muscles by. 4. The joint allows bending and straightening of the elbow and knee. 5. Is the mineral that helps strengthen bones. 1. The human body has 206 bones. 2. Cardiac muscle is found in the arms and legs. 3. Ligaments connect muscles to bones. 4. The ball and socket joint allows circular movement. 5. Bone marrow is responsible for producing blood cells. 1. The number of bones in an adult human body is 2. Which muscle type is responsible for voluntary movements? 3. The bone that protects the brain is called the. 4. What connects muscles to bones? 5. Which mineral is essential for strong bones? 1. A classmate falls and can't fully bend the elbow without sharp pain, but can still rotate the wrist. Identify the joint at the elbow, name 2 tissues that could be injured, and explain how that limits movement. 2. Your backpack often tilts you forward. Recommend 2 design/usage changes, bag features or wearing habits, and explain, using the spine, rib cage, and muscle pairs, How each change reduces strain. What makes bones strong? Even though bones are very light, they are also very strong. However, how strong they are depends on how much of the mineral calcium phosphate they contain. Do this experiment to find out how calcium phosphate affects bone strength. Make sure you get an adult to help you. What you need: 1. Dried, clean chicken bone, a leg or wing bone. 2. A glass. 3. White vinegar. What you do: 1. Without breaking the bone, hold the bone and try to bend it. Don't force it to bend, or it will break. Notice how stiff the bone is. 2. Place the chicken bone in the glass and fill it with vinegar. 3. Let the bone soak for 2 to 3 days, then pour out the vinegar. 4. Add fresh vinegar and let it soak for about 2 more days. 5. After the 4th or 5th day of soaking, take the bone out and dry it off. Now try bending the bone without breaking it. What do you notice? How does it feel different from before you soaked it in vinegar? The true wealth of a nation consists not in the stored-up gold, but in the intellectual and physical strength of its people.